Today I'm going to be reading Stephiny's Ponytail. Stephiny's Ponytail. Story by Robert Munch. Art by Mitchell. Don't know what that word is. One day, Stephiny went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class has a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephiny's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out the back. When Stephiny went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephiny said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning, when Stephiny went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming right out the back. Stephiny looked at them and said, "You are a bunch of copycats. You just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." The next morning, the mom said, "Stephiny, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephiny said, "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "The only place you can do ponytails, not it. No, it's not," said Stephiny. "I want one coming out the side, just above my ear." "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephiny. So her mom gave Stephiny a nice ponytail coming right out above her ear. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephiny said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next morning when Stephiny came to school, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephiny, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephiny said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is. I want one coming out the top of my head, just like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure that's what you want?" "Yes," said Stephiny. So her mom gave Stephiny a nice ponytail coming right up the top of her head, just like a tree. When Stephiny went to school, all the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephiny said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys had ponytails coming out the top. It looked like broccoli. It was growing out of their heads. It looked like broccoli was growing out of their heads. So, this is Stephiny's ponytail. And then this is the other kid's ponytail. Broccoli. The next morning, then Mom said, "Stephiny, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephiny said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Would you like one coming out the top?" "No." "Then that is definitely that," said the mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephiny. "I want one coming out the front, hanging in front of my nose." "But nobody will know if you are coming or going," her mom said. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephiny. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out the front. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, 1 principal, and 1 principal. When she finally got to her class, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail and I like it." The next day, all of the girls and all of the boys, even the teacher, had ponytails coming out the front, hanging in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into the desk, they bumped into each other, they bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. Stephanie yelled, "You are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I am going to have shaved my head." The first person to come next was their teacher. She had shaved her head. Then she was bald. The next to come were the boys. They had shaved their heads and they were bald. The next to come were the girls. They have shaved their heads and they were bald. The last person to come was Stephanie, and she had a nice little ponytail coming out the back. And this is the end. So it's this, and then they're all chasing after Stephanie. Okay, next book is Aurdreys Treehouse. This is our next book. Okay. Aurdreys Treehouse. So, Dad and Audrey went outside to look. "Your house is getting too small for me," said Audrey one morning. You do look much bigger than you did yesterday," said Dad. "But where will you go?" "I haven't decided yet," said Audrey. So, this is the picture. So, Dad and Audrey went outside to look. "How about there?" said Dad. "Way too small," said Audrey. "What about here?" said Dad. "That's far too big," said Audrey. That's these. Oh, there's the pictures. Here's the 2 small one. And here's the 2 big one. The garage. So she can't stay in the garage. "Or here." "It's too crowded," said Audrey. "Let's build a house up there." "It's very high," said Dad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. These things are just getting out of here. Ow. 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 Okay. So here is the 2 crowded ones. "Almost as high as the sky," said Audrey. "But I'm bigger than I was yesterday." Here she is. This is kind of weird because these look ones are just like scribbles. And they're also on the fence. And clouds are on the fence. Didn't think so. This is just a weird book. So Audrey and her dad went to see what they could find. First, I'll need a staircase, said Audrey, with a banister so I could slide from the top. Dad built a staircase. And somewhere I can play with a bathtub for snorkeling. Dad built a place to play. Right here to show you big giant pictures. Still too big. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, they're upside down. Came back where we had it from. I'm just trying to find a way to put this. So, here's the first part, and then second part. What's the bathtub? Oh yeah, and the bathtub's right down there. Wee. And somewhere to sip tea, please, said Audrey. And a place to hide the dirty cups. Dad made somewhere to sip tea, and a bed would be nice, said Audrey, so I can keep my secrets underneath. Dad made a bed. And then, yeah, just sitting there. Now I need a chair for every guest. Dad made chairs. And don't forget a stove so I can make my cupcakes and lick the bowl clean. Dad made a stove. So that's taking the chairs. It's a very high house, said Dad. Thank you very much, said Audrey. It's almost as high as the sky. Not done. Well, good night, my darling, said Dad as he tied his tools. Don't stay up late. Audrey's tummy turned over. I don't like my fluffy blanket. I don't have my fluffy blanket, she said. You can borrow my sweater, said Dad as he walked down the stairs. Audrey sniffed. I think I've caught a cold, she said. I might sneeze the leaves off the tree. Dad headed up the path. You can rake them in the morning. Audrey's knees trembled, but I've eaten the cupcakes, she said. My tummy might grumble and wake up the birds. Birds don't mind waking up early, said Dad. But what if it rains during the night, Audrey said. I might wash away in a flood. I know where there's a staircase. I know where there's a staircase, said Dad. You do, said Audrey. It leads to a place safe and warm, said Dad. It does, said Audrey. There's soup for two, and two snug beds. You can always come home with me. Are you sure? Asked Audrey. Very sure, said Dad. Even if I'm bigger than I was yesterday, said Audrey. Even if you were twice as big as you were yesterday, said Dad. As long as for as long as I like. Audrey asked Audrey even longer, said Dad. Audrey ran up the path, and together they climbed the steps to the house, which wasn't too small at all. The end. Like and subscribe.